Welcome to the ASU Soccer Coaches Show. I'm Sports Information Director Peter Houlihan. I'm here, of course, with the coach, Jody Smith, and we're going to talk about a couple of things that happened during the week that was, and kind of look ahead toward this week's opponents. Yesterday it was announced by the Southwestern Athletic Conference that two of our players were given Player of the Week honors. Player of the Week, freshman Mercedes Padilla, Norwalk, California native, picked up her first weekly award. Defensive Player of the Week, and as well Gianna Gio also getting the SWAC Goalkeeper of the Week award. So, Coach, what do these two players kind of mean to the team, and how well they played against Lipscomb on Friday?
Well, we had a tall task. Lipscomb is a quality team, coming off really good wins over Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, and had a young freshman goal scorer that was leading their team with 6 goals. So they came in with a lot of momentum. We knew they had great speed up front, and we were going to be challenged defensively. Across our back line, everyone did a great job. I was really pleased with how everyone played. But Mercedes did a great job. She's a vocal leader. She kept us organized and limited their chances. And certainly Gianna stood up and kept us in the game. Had to make a couple saves early and late to keep us in the game. And both played really well, so I was really pleased that they got recognized.
Yeah. Talking about Mercedes, she had to draw coverage and played a lot of man on Olivia Doak, who was Lipscomb's top scorer. She came in with 6 goals through the first 6 matches, looked really impressive. As a freshman, scored twice against Vanderbilt. You're talking about an SEC school. We knew that she was going to be a tough cover for us, but she really did a nice job there, heading out some of their chances inside the box and really stuck her pretty well. I know that she was a 2-time captain in high school. Is that kind of translated over here, even though she's only a freshman?
Well, you want players to come in and grow into their role a little bit. We have had 2 freshmen starting as our center backs, Alana, who's been hurt, and she's out, so it's put increased pressure on Mercedes. Being a captain, certainly having that experience being a captain before for 4 years at our high school, certainly should help lead to her being a little more comfortable being able to take charge of situations. Sometimes it's not easy as a freshman to come in and take that role, but she has done a great job with it.
Have you seen things in practice that have kind of indicated that this is a player that is going to be a good leader on the field for us, maybe vocally, maybe off the field? You kind of get some examples of that so far?
Well, she's been very demanding in training. Certainly, she's done a lot of positive things, and that's why we recruit her. She is doing the things that I thought she'd do coming in, is why we really want her to be part of our program.
Okay. And of course, Gianna, no stranger to the Goalkeeper of the Week award. This is her second one, won one last October. Wasn't on one of the first or second team all-conference, but really put up the numbers that would really make her case to be one of the conference's best goalkeepers, because she had 7 shutouts last year and 131 saves. Led the conference in both those categories, really came on toward the second half of the season.
Right.
Friday's match against Lipscomb, she had 3 saves, looked very good, only allowed 1 on the PK. Is this kind of a sign that she's going to be able to pick up where she left off in the second half of 2015?
I hope so. Coming into preseason camp, we actually have 2 very good goalkeepers in Zaria Maynard, who actually had won the job early, and they're really kind of feeding off a competition to see who gets in the nets for each game. So I'm hoping maybe that prompts Gianna to kind of keep pushing forward a little bit. She had 3 quality saves. One she really had to make a good extension for in a very critical time. It was about midway through the second half, and I felt maybe we were getting a little tired, and she came up with a big quality save to keep us in it. Unfortunately, the PK and a rattle off the post, it was struck very well. I don't think any keeper's going to make that save, but she's doing the things that I knew she would do.
Yeah, absolutely. When you also look at what she was able to do in 2015 toward the second half, really did a nice job against the SWAC opponents, getting a lot of those shutouts. So do you foresee that happening as we get closer to that SWAC portion of the schedule after this weekend, of course?
Well, we're starting to settle in maybe on a little bit of lineup. We've had 1 or 2 little injuries that's knocked certain people out of games, but you're starting to maybe see some roles being defined on who's going to be where, who's going to play where the pieces are starting to fit. That's one great thing of playing an out-of-conference schedule early, is you get to see people in different situations and kind of hopefully settle on a lineup prior to conference play.
The Lipscomb match, you were pleased with the effort overall, right? I thought you looked at the work rate, and you talked about that, and that was something that could carry over and help us in the matches to come. The last 2 games, have we gotten closer to where you want this team to be?
Well, we're starting to give effort for 90 minutes, and that is really the first indication of if players are buying in and we're starting to get understand some things. We didn't really have the mental lapses in games where we lost our focus, lost our way for a little bit. Against Lipscomb, we were in it for 90 minutes. I challenged them before the game that we were going to have to get 90 minutes out of them to be successful. We did that. Unfortunate call at the end, but not disappointed in our effort and our play. And that's one that could have gone either way. On Sunday, 2-2, we kept answering the bell. We got up early. They tied. We went up again. I thought it was a really good battle back and forth, and especially dealing with some adversity with the weather situation. I had to come out after one weather delay and had to keep battling. So so far this last week, and I've been really pleased. And I think maybe that's going to start giving us maybe a little bit of momentum heading into conference play next week.
Yeah, Coach alluding to Sunday's match against Jacksonville State. It was a 2-2 game before lightning interrupted play a couple times. We had a couple 30-minute delays, and ultimately we're not able to get it in. It was called right around the 67th minute, so you have to play 70 for it to be an official match. So unfortunate for us because we were playing well. We had put up a couple goals in that one, and it doesn't matter in the end, but except for the effort that you saw from your players, it doesn't count toward the score sheet or any of the statistics, unfortunately.
Right.
But you look at the last three matches now at North Florida, Lipscomb, and now Jacksonville State. We were in all these games. Very easily could have 3 wins, as you said earlier in practice yesterday, right?
Correct.
Looking ahead toward this week, we've got Faulkner Friday here. We're going to host them. They're 2-3-1 on the season. Haven't played them in a while. It's been a couple of years. They did beat us 2-0 in an exhibition match. So revenge has got to be on the minds of our players who have been here a while, our upperclassmen. I'm sure you remember that, right, Coach?
I'm trying to think back. It's been a couple of years. I don't know. Maybe our seniors were the last team to play them, probably. A little crosstown rivalry, derby there a little bit, and nice to have them come in and drum up some local interest in soccer between the two universities that are maybe 2 miles apart.
Right. Their wins coming against Life University and USC Buford. Kayla Wilson is a player to watch for them. She has 6 goals already.
Right.
How do you match up against a player like that?
I think we'll take the same approach that we took in the Lipscomb game. Be very conscious of her. Be aware of where she's out on the field. A lot of communication if we have to pass her off, but definitely we have to know where she is on the field at all times.
Okay. The shots were even in that one, 14 apiece, so definitely one that we were very much in. And as I said, the seniors, I'm sure, will have a little revenge on their minds. And then we've got Gardner Webb coming here on Sunday at 1 o'clock. They do not play Friday, so they'll have 6 days without a match. Does that factor into how maybe they'll approach the game on Sunday?
Well, it should be well rested. I mean, I think, weather may or may not be an issue down here, a little bit farther south from where they play, but should be well rested. I think it's a big, long enough break where maybe they're maybe not quite their game legs. I think they'll come in ready to play. It's the first time we've played them and bringing them here. Coach Varg has done a good job. I think that, again, we'll be tested. It's a nice quality out-of-conference opponent. And I think that, again, we play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Put forth the effort, work hard, in the end we'll have a chance.
They're 2-5-1 on the year. They've beaten South Carolina State 4-1. Also knocked off New Hampshire 1-0 for their wins. But they're coming off a 4-0 loss at NC State. So maybe a chance to play competitive here and see what happens.
Right. I mean, again, Coach Vargas challenging him. He played an ACC opponent. I really respect that. Getting out and playing quality competition. They should have a little bit of confidence now that they can play at that level despite the score, and we're gonna be tested Sunday.
All right, that'll do it from here. Remember that our games are live streaming. You can watch through BamaStateSports.com. You can also follow along with our live stats. So Friday 7 o'clock against Faulkner, and then also on Sunday against Gardner Webb at 1 p.m. So you can't come out to the game. You can catch it up on your computer. Follow along with the Hornets. Till next time.
Thanks, Peter.
You're welcome.
You hit it? I can't see. Is it yes?
Did it go off?
No, the button.
Oh, so it picked up us leaving.
Oh yeah, it'll do that. That's okay.
Yeah.